Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Now, today we are going to study about the socialization. We have already seen that socialization means the socialization means the hours of knowing or our learning, an individual's learning right from the infancy to the till the death. The process of the learning always continues. Understand? Always continues. Or under this, we as a human being now we learn about the surroundings. We learn about our family. We learn about the various institutions established around us. So these are the. But one thing is that now how our socialization happens. Now, which are the factors which help in the socialization of the human being? We born in the society, in the family, in the society, we live in the society, or we are the associated with the different institutions, and through the right from the early age to the our grown ups and towards the decline of our age. Understand? We now pass through the different kinds of the different stages or different kinds of the stages we now pass through that. The students say here we shall see that we are the agencies which help in the socialization of the human being. Very simple. This is the very easy topic for you. That the socialization how the agencies which help in the very simple. First, the family. I have already mentioned the child learn the first lesson of citizenship between the kisses of the mothers and the cares of the father. Understand? So family is the first school of the our life. First school. Family is the first school. First schools of our social life. Understand? Or the learning. Learning first family. Peer groups means the peer groups. These are the peer groups are means our friends, our colleagues, our of our same age. They are called as the peer groups. The where they are the also source of our learning. Understand? And the school, we know that a very formal institutions that the school is also a source of the learning. And the mass media now the mass media, the print media and the electronic media, that also which those also help. Understand? For the learning mass media and through the electronic media a lots of information we get. Understand? So now students under these heads we shall study about the socialization. So now the agencies of socialization we now socialized by several agencies which now participates family, school, peer groups, neighborhood. One thing is that also the neighborhood, occupational groups where we do our job and the work. That group is also one of the source of the now providing the and the class, caste, class, region, caste, class, religion. A lot of the a lot of the agencies which help us for our socialization. We can understand the students here. The first, let's say, focus on the family. In the family is the first school. Family is the first school of the learning of the citizenship. Family system very widely. This is the family. This is the institution. A micro institution which has the broad form, and the infant's experience are by no means standard across the cultures. Now we experience the first first experience about our culture in the family, while many of you be living in what the term a nuclear family. Family, you know, family is of two kinds. One family, nuclear family, या this is also called the individual family भी हम पहले कहते थे, लेकिन now this has been the called as the nuclear family. Then after joint family हम कहते हैं, या इसको extended family भी कहते हैं. Understand? So either the child takes the birth, a child is born in a whether in the nuclear family or the extended family, extended family. But here in the if the child borns in the nuclear family or living with the extended family, in the first case, if the child born in a nuclear family, parents may be the key socializing agents. Parents may be the key socializing agents. उसके agents socializing के agents कौन होंगे? Who will be the parents होंगे? If the family is the nuclear family, the nuclear family is constituted of या composed of what? Composed of the father, mother, and the children. Understand? So this is the and the parents socializing agent. But in other but in the joint family or extended family में क्या है? Grandparents, parents or the uncle, cousin may be the more significant. Cousin, तो large family या extended family में क्या होता है कि where the many of the members we now play in the lap of the many of the or the between the many members. Understand? Where we learn a lot. Understand? Moreover, families have the varying locations within the overall institutions of a society. Family have the varying the location in most traditional societies. First of all, the most traditional society, the family into which a person is born largely determined the individual's social position for the rest of his life. One thing is that now our individual position, our role status, this is determined. Whatever the we very clear. Now in the primary phase of the socialization, in the primary phase of socialization, we learn a lot. Understand? Or these learnings are now these learnings now are for the whole lives. Whatever we learn in the very childhood or adolescence or then after the grown-ups, under that phase, very fast learnings we have. And these learnings, understand, in the teens, up to the teen, these learnings now, these lay the seeds of our whole life. Seeds of these seeds or this the background, what we learn and what we learn and what we become. That now are the prepared and prepared during the early phase of the socialization. So here we see that the individual social position for the rest of our life is first of all prepared or they made in early phase of the socialization. परिवार के फैमिली के में हम जो अर्ली फेज की जो सोशलाइजेशन होता है उसमें we learn all the things. Understand? और ये for the whole life we carry these all the traits. Whatever the traits is founded in us, formed in us, those traits and the learnings we for a long time, for till our last breath. Understand? We carry on. You carry on this. So here you students now, here even when social position is not inherited at the birth in the way the region and the social class of the family into which an individual is born affect patterns of the socialization quite sharply. Here we can see that in the class or not inherited at the birth. Now here is a difference that even when social position is not inherited at the birth, अगर मान लीजिए suppose we get the social position by the birth, but in the society which is the based on the class, not on the caste I am talking here. The class, that individual is born affect the patterns of the socialization. पैटर्न्स ऑफ द सोशलाइजेशन, अगर हम क्लास में बर्थ होता है हमारा सोशल क्लास में, सोशल ग्रुप्स में, नॉट इन कास्ट, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द कास्ट, तो दैट इज द आवर पैटर्न इज set according to that. Individuals born affect patterns of socialization quite sharply. Moreover, children pick up ways of the behavior and the little children now pick up the ways of the behavior, what they see in the society, that behavior they carry on. Understand? Or their parents and the others, their neighborhood and the community, that the children now, right from the very little age, they observe the behavior of the neighborhoods of the community, their behaviors, or the family behaviors they observe, and these behaviors now set or cemented their personalities. These behaviors now becomes the part of their personalities. They now grasp this, and later on these are the expressed in his own behavior. Okay, so now students, now of course the few children simply take over an unquestioning way of the outlook of their parents, way of the they blindly now adopted the way of their parents, and this is especially true in the contemporary world. Okay, or in which the changes is so pervasive, so rampant changes is happening. The very existence of the diversity, we know that different culture, different language, different costumes, different architecture, dance, drama, in all respects. Understand, the difference is there. To show the diversity of the socializing agencies leads to many differences between the outlooks of the children. Here are the so many diversities of the agencies, different agencies now instill the knowledge and the learning in the child. Different learnings and the different knowledge is infused by the different diverse agencies, and comes to the child. And now children, adolescents, and the parental generation, these are the, or we can understand instance where you feel that what you learn from the family was at the variations from your peer groups, or maybe the media, or even the school. Now from the father and the parents we learn, but other behaviors we also learn from our peer group, whether from our school or whether from the media. Understand, other different kinds of the behaviors comes under the first step. Second point is that, so we see that in the family, how the child learns from the parents, learns from the neighborhood, understand, or learns from his community. This is the first position of the first agent, family, where the child learns the lesson of the citizenship between the kisses of the mother and the cares of the father. Understand? Next thing is that students, peer group. Peers means particularly peers means the equal of the same age, having or of the same age or the same profession. Understand, this is the peer group. So now another socializing agency comes is the peer group, or here the peer groups groups are the friendship. Your friendship is your peer groups, children similar age of the, and we know that children like to play with a group of their same age. Understand, they like to live and together. Particularly the small tradition And in the Som cultures, particularly a small traditional culture, अगर देखा जाए, the peer groups are formalized as the age grades. They are the formalized as a age grades. Even without formal age grades, children over 4 or 5 usually spend a great deal of time in the company of friends of their same age. The children in the small societies, in the very small or the traditional society, children's now up to the age of 5 or 6, they spend most of their time with their groups, with their own groups. And the same age, the word peer means equal. Friendly relation established between the young children who tend to be the reasonably egalitarian. Their friendly relations tend to be the egalitarian. Egalitarian means the of the equal society. We can say they are equal group. You see, so that is the reasonable form. The equal group. हालांकि sometimes the so amongst them some of the friends are very dominant. Understand? But the most of cases we say that the childrens now like to live, like to be the together the egalitarians groups. Uh, Here a forceful of the physically strong child may be some try to dominate the others. Some amongst the children's group, some the children are physically strong. We can see, observe, and they try to dominate over the other friends. Understand? Taking the advantage of their physical strength or the stoutness. Understand? Or the physically robust they are. So that's why they try to influence over the weakers. And yet there is a greater amount of give and take compared to the dependence, and particularly the children's now depends particularly their uh, friendship is based on the give and take. Understand? They exchange their views, they exchange their views, and the inherent the family situation. Because of their power, parents are able to now enforce the code of conduct upon the children. On the in the family, parents now imposes the code of conduct on the children. Okay, how to behave with the elders, how to when they have to be the rise up, wake up, when they have to go to the bed. Understand? These all code of conducts the child had to be the follow in the family. But the peer group, by contrast, a child discovers a different kind of the interaction. But the peer groups, the child discovers a rather free or equal behavior there. He discovers, and within which rules of behavior can be tested out and explored. The where the rules of behavior the children set forth and try discovered to set for the different rules of behavior amongst them, not like the in the parents in the house and home they are living. Next, peer relationship often remain very important. Peer relationship important throughout the person's life. Informal groups of the people or the similar age at the work age at the work or the other context are now usually enduring importance in the shaping the individuals now at the our working place. Understand? We our behavior is also set forth, our attitude is also set forth, our set forth, or most of the our mostly our attitudes, our once individuals behavior or the attitudes are influenced by the persons who are working together us. Understand? Working together us. So the we can see that now the peer groups are also important for peer groups are also important for learning and for the socializing agents. They work and functions as a socializing agents. Yeah, a socializing agents like that. Here you are the next comes to the schools. Another that's another thing is the school. Schooling, we know that is a formal organization. This is not informal organization. So far we have seen that forming or informal. So education institutions, the school is a formal organization, or there there is a now a definite curriculum of the subjects in the schools. We go through the curriculum, we go through the rules and regulation, understand, in the schools we go through that here so school say curriculum or the scheduled, we are the curriculum and through the schedules we go. Okay, we go through the curriculum and the school say school schedules, and yes, the schools are the agencies of the socialization in more stable and more subtler or the more stable. Okay, here more stable and the respects to alongside the formal curriculum, understand, alongside the formal curriculum we now go through that hidden curriculums condition the children's learning. One thing is here, okay, although we are the we go through the formal curriculum, but there is a hidden conditions curriculum that that does not look and does not visible, but invisibly the informal curriculums are in the operation in the schools. Informal, understand, where the child learn, the child learn the a lot of informal say learning, the children's learn. And moreover, and children's, there are schools in both India and the South Africa where girls but rarely boys are expected to sweep their classroom, understand, the boys and the girls are the expected, generally the there is a descriptions that okay, girls are expected to the sweep out the classroom and like that, but efforts are made to counter this by making the boys and girls to do the task are normal expected of the them. This is the, or here we can see one thing is that now most of the things in the school it is the formal institution for providing the education to the children, understand. But here if the child get mixed, the where the informal conditions are also created, where the children through the informal conditions they now get the and learn a lot of thing at the school also, understand, the games, sports, library, classes, children's exchange their views, understand, apart from the education and their books and like that. But apart from that, children's now mutually get together, understand, they mix up together mutually, and then after where the informal behaviors they learn, a lots of mutual interaction happens that is that meant to be the out of the curriculum, understand. So this is also a place for learning the children's, understand. Next thing is that we can see here the media, understand, media is also media has increasingly become an essential part of our everyday life, no doubt. Media has become a part of our life, and while the today electronic media like the television, electronic media I have not to say a lot, electronic media and the print media continues to be the a great means of our learning, these two media, understand. and important even in the early prints media, the 19th century, understand, in the 19th century print media was the much effective, understand. It was the one of the source of providing the our learning or the education, conduct books instructing the women. 19th century you can see that most of media or the by the publisher published the books particularly for the women, and what the subject matter and curriculum was in that: how to be the good wife, how to be the how to be the good mother, how to be the uh, good how to manage the household, understand. These were the main subject on theme of the media, understand, and the books were particularly books were published for the women's, and particularly for the women's, and this was a part of the learning and socialization of the women. And now this information more but now the media can make the access to the information more democratic. The now the media can bring or reach out the more democratic knowledge or the information even in the remotest area, understand, where there is a lack of the roads, lack of the communication, lack of the roads is there, understand, the where even there is no any kind of institution for the education, the even way there the media, the particularly the electronic media has reached out there, and the imparting the lots of educations to the people in the villages where there is no roads and there is no literacy connected with have been the setup there, understand. Even the media, it is the media that is working a lot for the information, providing the information and the socialization of the people. Moreover, there has been the research on the influence of television upon the children. Now the research is going on where the it is the it's had the good impact or the bad impact. Understand? Now the views from the both sides come. Understand? Now the good and bads. Both side views comes. This cast the impact. But a study in Britain, it is said that children watching the television, children who are the constantly watching the television almost 100 school days a year. This is the equal the those children who are watching the television, understand, it is the equal to the 100 days schools, their school attendance and school days, it is the equal to that, understand. So now here is the but and the adults are not far behind them, and adults also gets the lots of information from the media. And moreover, apart from such quantitative aspects, emerges such the research is not always conclusive in its implications. Now this is the very implicated, or research is not conclusive, understand. Now it's had the it varies, it's had the dark it's had the now bad side and the good side both. And the now here the link between the on screen and the violence and aggressive behavior. Now the children learn the violence and aggressive behavior, cheating, cheating, and other bad or bad information also comes to the children. Bad information. So this is the drawbacks of the media. Understand? These are the drawbacks of the media and that comes to the children. Violence, aggressive behavior among the children still it is the subject of the debate. Understand? So now we can see, and one can't predict how media influence the people. What is the certain is the extent of the what extent the media influence the certain people in the good or the bad ways. This is the matter of the debate, and now we can imagine that sizable of the audiences. According to the sizable, there is a sizable audience for Indian television serials and films in countries Nigeria, Afghanistan, among emigrants from the Tibet. The televised Mahabharata was aired after dubbing in the Tuscan. Even without the dubbing, was watching in London by children who spoke only the English. Now the media also plays the very important role on reaching out not only in our country. This is also casting the information about our culture and about the Indian socialization is happening through these media or the pictures in the far away or in the different parts of the world. Understand, students? And now we shall have to be the C. This is the students. So that is the today. This is the much because of some power problem. Okay, that's next.